That was Make Love to Me, sung by Kitty Callan and the Skylarks. And here's our next contestant, Miss Evans Finnegan. Miss Finnegan, with our compliments, we'd like you to have a carton of Old Golds for your smoking pleasure. Now, Evans Finnegan, in your letter you say that's an unusual name for a girl, isn't it, Evans?
Oh, yes, it's an old family name from Wales. It means John.
Oh, Evans means John?
That's right.
And really, you are John Finnegan, then, huh?
That's right.
Well, it sure may be confusing if you ever check in at the YW under the name of John. But it says here in your letter that you are a sophomore at Barnard College and you are engaged to a dental student. Student, I'm not... That's a student who goes through the college quickly, a student, I guess. Well, congratulations on your engagement. You have an engagement ring, do you?
No, we can't afford one yet, but I did have his gold fraternity pin, but I lost it.
Oh, isn't that a shame? Well, I tell you something. If he's a dentist, you don't have to worry, because if he's working on a patient, he can sneak out enough gold to make you another pin, and I think it'll work out well. But don't you think it's risky to be engaged to a dental student?
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Well, I think you should mull it over, Evans. I tell you why. I know a girl who was engaged some years ago, engaged to a dental student, and she used to let him practice extractions. And she had buck teeth, this girl. And finally, when he finally broke off that engagement, this girl only had one tooth left in her head. And I just give you that for your personal information. Now, tonight, of course, you are going to try to pick out a hit song. Do you know anything about music?
Well, I used to sing a little, and I've watched a lot of musical shows.
Do you like television, do you?
Oh, yes, very much.
You do, really?
Yes. You know, Mr. Allen, as a matter of fact, the first time that my boyfriend ever implied that we would get married was while we were sitting watching a television show.
Oh, he wasn't under the influence of a beer commercial by any chance?
No.
It's possible there. I think we ought to adjourn this and think that over. Implying, of course, would mean with his pliers he would be in this dental work at the time. But it's time for you to try to test your skill at judging songs. And here comes our second song, and you can judge for yourself. Now, this is a ballad called Till We Two Are One. It's been recorded by Decca Records, and Bob Carroll is going to sing this especially for you. And ladies and gentlemen, Till We Two Are One.
Take my lips and give me yours. Take my arms and give me yours. Take my heart and give me yours. Till we two are one. Just one kiss if we should dare. Just one love for us to share. Just one ecstasy is there, till we two are one. There could be heavenly dreams we take and give for, thrillingly, willingly, moments that we live for. Take my love and give me yours. Take my life and give me yours. Take my soul and give me yours. Till we two are one. My love and give me yours. And give me yours. Take my soul and give me yours. Till we two are one.
That was Bob Carroll singing Till We Two Are One. I know you've been reading things in the newspapers recently, ladies and gentlemen. I was certainly happy to read yesterday that the Billy Rose divorce settlement was arranged. I think Billy came off quite well. It seems that according to the agreement, Billy can keep his money and Eleanor can see it once a month, which I think is rather fair. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our next contestant on Judge for Yourself, Mr. John Glassman. Mr. Glassman, with our compliments, we'd like you to have a carton of king-size old gold. You've just heard Dennis extol their virtues, and I'm quite sure you'll find that the cigarettes live up to Dennis's talk, or how
Sure they will.
Well, I'm sure they will, too. Otherwise, I won't be here if they don't. Mr. Glassman, in your letter here, you say that you are a farmer and that you also conduct auctions. Is that true?
That's absolutely right, Fred.
Well, tell me, how did you... Where is your farm, by the way?
Dowagiac, Michigan.
Dowagiac?
That's right.
Michigan. Now, that's not in Do-or-Diddy by any chance, is it?
Well, that's her sister.
But tell me, tell me, how did you get in the auction business?
Well, we was having a Thanksgiving dinner, and my father-in-law, Eisenheiner, said to me, John, he said, you ought to be an auctioneer with all the bull you throw.
Well, John, of course, your father-in-law knows you better than I do. But tell me, how did you go to become an auctioneer once you got this subtle hint from your father-in-law?
Well, Fred, I went to the Ruppert School of Auctioneering in Decatur, Indiana.
Indiana? You have just said the secret word, John. You have learned another carton of old gold. I tell you, I'll get those back from Herb Schreiner when he comes back. Tell me, what do you, we have an account with, anybody mentions Indiana, the duck doesn't come down, but we give them a carton of old gold. Tell me, what do you teach, what do they teach you in the auctioneering school?
Well, start in with voice control and how to speak out.
Speak out. The man who speaks out best graduates cum laude, huh?
Something like that.
Well, tell me, what else do you take up?
Well, they can also teach you a filler, you know. And...
Well, no, wait a minute. What is the filler?
Well, that's another little word that you kind of use along with your auctioneering, make it more rhythm-like. For instance, if you're selling something, you said $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1. Now, that'd be dull.
Well, I think you have hit it on the nail, John. I tell you, sure would be dull. I'd bid $2 right now to have you change the subject. Well, tell me, does this complete your course?
Well, not quite. They give you a few more pointers, and then they also give you...
I thought you were going to give me some pointers. I can certainly use them.
They also
I'm opening a pet shop. I can use a pointer. But tell me what...
They also give you a joke book, you know, in case the auction gets dull like a minute ago. Why, I get up and tell jokes, so I can tell jokes in 20 minutes.
I should have had the book about a minute ago. You mean that you could tell jokes for 20 minutes? Well, I'm working this side of the street, John, and I don't want to... Well, tell me, what is one of your typical auction jokes that you tell at a normal auction?
Well, just one of them, for instance.
Don't sell any of the furniture, I mean, while we're here. But just give me an idea.
Well, one of them, for instance, if we're conducting a sale and the bidding got a little slow, and I thought I was losing my audience, why, I might reach over to the fellow that I was talking to, selling for, and I might say to him, it's going to be tough sledding today. Naturally, he'd say, why? He's real interested. Of course, I'd say right back, it's no snow.
I don't know about your audience, John, but we may be losing ours. Tell me, what sort of things do you auction off?
Well, just about everything, Fred, from household goods, farm machinery, a lot of cows.
Cows, really? How do you go about selling a cow?
Well, for instance, a cow would come out there, and you'd start around off, bing-de-bang, go right ahead with the bids there, bing-de-bang. If it didn't go as high as I thought it should, why, I might come out with something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe we've actually looked at this cow. Notice that fine head, the straight back, the well-formed udder, high attached under the tail.
I can see this is, this is pretty clever, John, because even if you don't make a sale, at least you haven't lost anything. The cow is standing there holding the bag. I mean... But now it's your time to test your skill at judging songs, John, and we're going to let you hear our next song. This is